Hey, good morning, you guys. Listen, we are on to chapters 4 and 5. Hopefully, you guys have successfully completed 1, 2, and 3, and we are just going right through them quickly and surely. So, a couple things I'd like to address. One thing is that journals, when I ask for um, journals to be done, I normally, in the instructions, will say choose one of these journals to do. You are perfectly able and capable and willing. You can do more than one if you want. You will just get extra credit for it, which is kind of helpful at the end of the semester if you don't do well on other things. So I say more points are better. If you're willing to do the work or you want to do the work, then have at it. Okay, you can fill out more than one journal for each chapter. Absolutely okay with me. Just gives me more things to read and comment about. All right, so there's that. Number two, the personal memorial page that I put up was really just an example of other students' work in reference to the mock design assignment. So there was really nothing to turn in. It was more just here you go. Here is an example of some things that were done in class before. And that's really all that was. The assignment actually is designing your own commemorative work, which is listed in assignments and is due actually today, the 21st. Some of you already turned it in, which is great. Some of you are not quite there yet. I think you have a little bit of time until 11:59 tonight. The stroke of midnight. You all turn into pumpkins. Just kidding. Okay, so there's that. I wanted to show you the layout on my page so you can understand kind of with Canvas where things are. If you're familiar with this, then you already know it. If not, then this is new information for you, and that's great. Okay, so whatever your class is from your dashboard that you've chosen, and I've already chosen our class, which is 160, 32, 41. It should show you on the right-hand side the things to do and then things coming up. Okay, so as you can see, I have lots of things to do on my page, lots of grading to do. All right, and then coming up at the end of the day, this research assignment will move from here up into my grading column. And then these are the things that are coming up that will be due. Okay, so it should be the same on your page. And that's really helpful to kind of keep you in line with what needs to be done and what your priorities are. Okay, so there's that. All of these videos are going to be listed in the announcements. And so when I post a new video, it should show you, send you an announcement saying I've done this. And so just be aware of that. As promised, I try to do these on Monday so that we are all in line for the upcoming week. So let's just take a look at this week's modules so you're clear about that. So modules 4 and 5. I always feel like I need to sing before that changes. Do, 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 do. All right, there's your external links. Again, chapters 1, chapters 2, chapters 3. Dun, 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 dun. All right, congratulations on completing all that, PS by the way, and on to chapter 4, okay? So this chapter 4, you just did the elements, and chapter 4 is all about the artistic principles. So when we talk about that, we're talking about the visual balance, the repetition, the scale, proportion, emphasis, time and motion, unity and variety. There's so much to discuss in here and so many great things to look at. I hope that you enjoy that. Again, here is a journal prompt 3. Let's take a look at that really quick so you're clear. So directions for journal prompts. You may choose at least one of these prompts. You may do the others for extra credit. So in so doing this, whatever one you choose, you're going to click here or here or here, okay? And that will take you to the separate page for each prompt. Now, if you want to complete 1, 2, and 3, up to you, but please go back to the journal prompts page and click on it and then go to it'll take you to the separate page so you can submit your journals in the right space and it's recorded correctly, okay? All right, so some of you already done these, which is great, it's awesome. I'm going to zip through here and get on to chapter 5. I'm going to have to go through congratulations, I think. Yeah, woohoo, congratulations. Yay. Okay, so it's always nice to be congratulated, right? Oh, thank God I got that done. All right, so chapter 5, Finding Meaning. This is a quote from Brock. There is only one thing in a work of art that is important. It's that thing you can't explain. And then it goes on to explain a little bit, okay? All right, so we are going to be talking a little bit about iconography and the role of iconography in art. We've kind of looked at that a little bit, but we'll be looking at that again in reference to things in paintings or in work that mean something other than what they look like. So a candle that is lit may mean something like the coming of Christ versus just a lit candle. So there's always those things, very prominent in Renaissance art. As we see the church being the person who puts forth the money for the artist to create work, we see a lot more of this in those pieces and in those works. Okay, so chapter 5 is about all of this finding meaning and through all of these ways. Okay. We're going to be able to state and explain 6 critical perspectives basically through this chapter. And let's just jam through that kind of quickly. Seeing objectively and subjectively. We've talked a little bit about that already. The psychology behind that and what it means when we actually see things, and why we see things the way we see things. The first level of meaning. Second level of meaning, subject. Third level of meaning, context. And here we are at iconography, the fourth level of meaning. And here, this is this famous painting about the iconography that is suggested from the reflection in the mirror, the artist's signature in the back, the shoes, the little dog, the one lit candle in the candelabra. Is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? What does it really mean? All kinds of things. Okay. And then more of that. American Gothic. All right. Good stuff. Andy Warhol. Yeah. Soup cans. Okay, so critical perspectives, again, structural criticism, deconstructive criticism, formal criticism, ideological criticism. These are all the critical ways mostly critics look at work, and this is sort of naming them for you, okay? So you have an idea when people are talking about work, what are they using? What are they talking about? Again with the journal prompts, okay? So this week you have 2 journal prompts, so chapter 4 and chapter 5, and of course you can do more than one of each of those, but you need to do one from each chapter at least, okay? So this example says choose one or more of the following prompts and update your class journal by responding to the questions or questions in the prompt. Try to write roughly a page on each prompt you select, and refer back to your journal as the course progresses to see if you're experiencing progress in meeting your goals, meaning that you understand what you're looking at in terms of and discussing. Okay, so again, broken up into journal 1, journal 2, and journal 3. Okay, you have a chance to be a critic here if you want, and you've sort of had that experience already. So hopefully, if you like that kind of thing, you'll choose that journal. All right. Okay, so let's really quickly look at the discussion that's due May 27th. So this is looking at this gender bias in arts and sort of making a discussion. So answer the questions, 150 words or more. When did you first become aware of gender bias in art? Does reading this bring awareness so that the next time you're in a museum or gallery, you'll notice these biases? And do you think the helpful ideas are implementable in your own life? Discuss with your group and come to a group consensus. Okay, so I'm asking you to read the article, make a statement, and then come back and comment on someone else's, a different student's discussion, okay? And maybe you'll engage in discussion together. So that would be great. That's a way for you guys to kind of get to know each other and to have a discussion about art at the same time. All right, so I'm going to go to assignments and just really quickly overview what should be done. Again, I say a chapter 4 prompt journal and a chapter 5 prompt journal. That's due this week. Your research assignment due today at the end of the day. Your design mockup is not due until May 25th. The design mockup is the visual component to the research assignment, okay, of design a commemorative work. So you're mocking up what you suggested here, whether it be in 2D or 3D. Just take a picture of it, send it to me. That would be great. And if you want to include some words of instruction or some explanation, that's fine with me. And then you have a chapter 4 quiz and a chapter 5 quiz. And then the gender bias in arts. Okay, so that's it. And if you have any questions, please, again, send me a message. I'm happy to respond. If I haven't answered any of your questions or you have more questions, please feel free to send them my way. Okay, all right, so have a great week, and I have enjoyed reading and grading some of the journals that I've done so far, and so hopefully you're enjoying doing that as well. I know it's a class, but sometimes I hope that you enjoy things at the same time. All right, so have a great week, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.